Go ahead and kick a verse for us real quick. Freestyle for us real quick. What's up, what's happening? You already know who it is and what it is. If you're first time tuning in, it's your host, Nephew Q, host of the world's most dangerous sports show, Beyond the Game. And we're going to get right into the proceedings tonight because we got some special guests in the building. But before I get to the special guests, I'm going to go ahead and name the fellas. We got... Man, y'all already know who it is. They already know with the intro. Dak's biggest supporter. He's on his high horse right now, Legend, because Dak is playing good. His Chargers are semi-decent.
Chargers, no, sir. Broncos, get it right.
Same thing. They the same team.
Nah, bro.
They the same team.
Nah, bro.
But anyways, we got Ralph Clay in the building. Go and say what's happening.
What's up, world? We got a UK legend on tonight. Let's get to it.
Hey, man, we're going to get right into it. And then also we got B Legend. The city loves him in the building tonight. B Legend, say what's happening, man.
What's going on?
Man, and then we got another legend, a sports casting legend. He's been general manager of an ABA team. He's been all over. He's seen all over. We got Mr. Oscar Woodall in the building. Go introduce yourself, my man.
How you brothers doing tonight? Happy holidays to you and all.
Hey, happy holidays. Same to you and yours. And hopefully he's still on the line right now. We have a UK and Lexington basketball legend on the phone right now. We have none other than Lexington African-American Hall of Fame member Dirk Minniefield on the line. Dirk, you still with us?
Yeah, I'm here, man. How y'all doing, brother?
Doing okay.
You're doing all right. First and foremost, thank you for joining the show with us tonight, taking some time out your busy schedule. I know you're on the Amtrak, so the service might be in and out. So we just wanted to get you on here. We got one of your good buddies who got a lot of stories that he wants to rap about. So we go ahead.
Dirk, I have no lies, but I tell no lies. No, Dirk Minniefield, somebody I really consider to be a good friend. Dirk, how you doing, brother?
I'm doing good. How y'all gentlemen doing?
Everybody's doing well.
Everybody's doing well. So I'm going to kick it off first. And Dirk, what I want to know,
yes, sir.
I'm going to take you back. I'm going to take you back when you was on UK campus. And what I want to know is, I want to talk about that dunk. That's the best dunk UK has ever seen, man. Talk me through that scenario and that situation. What happened when you climbed that man and you were still going up? You could have dunked. You could have went up 2 more feet if you had to.
Yeah, let me start out by saying this. That dunk was because we were playing at home, and I had just came out the game, and the crowd was booing because we had played well, and. So when I got to the bench, I told everybody on the bench, I don't care who gets the ball. When I get back in the game, just give me the ball and get it out of my way.
Yeah.
Right. So the dunk was in out of the heat of the moment to let everybody know, hey, look, I'm hometown. I don't get booed. And so when I got that ball, King Kong could have been back there. I was going to dunk that ball no matter what. And so that's really what set it up. And, then the last thing that most people don't know, at the end of the dunk, where I pumped my fist it looked like I'm pointing at the crowd. But actually, I was throwing my fist at Joe B to tell him don't ever take me out again.
Oh, wow. Okay.
I had a few expletives behind that I can't say on the radio, but
you were signifying to Coach Hall saying you better not do that again.
Exactly. Don't ever put me on blast like that.
Oh, man. Hey, Dirk, I got one more question before I throw it over to the fellas. I want to talk about you making the McDonald's All-American game in 1979. It was a stacked class. I mean, you had Antoine Carr, you had Sidney Green, Clark Kellogg, Sidney Lowe, John Paxson, Ralph Sampson, Byron Scott, Isaiah Thomas, Dominique Wilkins, James Worthy, all in his class.
Yes, sir.
So,
well, let me just say this, and y'all won't believe this. It's funny you asked that question. The guy I just left, right before I got on this call, I was standing there talking and having a conversation with Dominique about that class. Now, he said, not my words, and a lot of most people, he said was the greatest high school class ever, and has been documented as the greatest high school class ever because of the fact that we had 8 Hall of Famers come out of that class.
No disagreement from me.
I was going to say, right. With the names that were named, it's hard to argue.
It's hard to argue against those names that just came off that list.
Well, Well, there's a lot of people try to say 84 was, with Jordan and all that. I mean, when Jordan them came out, and that was a pretty good class. I give it to them, but it wasn't nothing like that class. I mean, if you went back and watched those games that we played that summer, just the All-American games that we played, the McDonald's, they had a Dapper Dan Classic up there in Pittsburgh. Nike did back in the day. They had DC Classic where they had DC against the rest of the country. I mean, those games was phenomenal, man. I mean, but that class was a special class. Being with those guys was great. I will say this to y'all that y'all probably don't know. I was the guy who got the rule change because I played in like 19 All-Star games that summer because I graduated school early, so I didn't have to be in school. So I just traveled the country playing basketball. So they changed the rule where kids now they can only play in like 2 All-Star games. So, but that class was phenomenal. Y'all definitely correct.
One more question about that class. I have a question from one of the fans who are tuning in right now via the Facebook page. His name is Alvin Brown. He wants me to ask you, did Coach Hall have Ralph Sampson interested in joining Bowie but opted to stay home?
Listen to what I'm saying. It ain't Coach Hall who had him nothing. It was Dirk Minniefield who had him.
Hey, talk your talk, man. I like it.
Okay.
I like it.
All
I
right.
recruited both of them. And the night before, Ralph told me and Sam that he was coming. And the story goes that his mother told him that she would never speak to him again if he didn't go to Virginia. So when it came down to it, Mom won out. It wasn't about Joe B. Hall. It was about Mom.
Mother always wins, Dirk. You know that.
Hey, Mom's got the final say so.
But it hurt my pocket because we was getting ready to be the greatest college team ever.
Talk about
kind of hard. Ralph Sampson and Sam Bowie down below with you, man. That's kind of hard to argue against that.
Well, Dirk, if you don't mind me saying, you also play with another legend at UK, and that's Kenny Skywalker, who gives you high praise. Every time I hear him on the radio, he gives you high praise. As a matter of fact, he talked about that dunk with Alan Cutler, who you know here.
Yes. Well,
Thoughts
Kenny
about Skywalker?
He was a freshman, and what most people don't realize, right? We were on a roll going into the NCAA. We had won like 10 games in a row. And so when we came up to the Dream game, the one thing that hurted us the most because he was our most athletic player was Kenny's back was hurt. And if you go back and look through any of the media leading up to that game, you will know that I'm telling the truth, that his back was hurt. Now, I'm not saying that was the reason we lost. We lost because we lost. My shot, I could have dunked it. We could have kept the ball. We could have handled the press better. There's a lot of things. But not having him 100% really impacted the way we played. Because he was special. And we knew he was going to be special. And he went on to be, one of the greatest players to ever play at the university.
Definitely one of the best players to play at UK. Coming from an actual UK fan, the first guy that was asked you questions, he's not a UK fan. So I gotta dive into it as a part of the BBN Nation.
We gotta keep Brother Q in check because he doesn't bleed blue.
Yeah, he don't bleed the right blue. He bleeds blue. He just don't bleed the right blue.
But we're not doing that tonight.
Yeah, we're not gonna do that tonight. My question is geared toward this season and this team that we currently have. A special roster, a lot of young kids, a lot of freshmen, but a lot of potential out there. We haven't won a championship since 2012. What do you see the chances of this team making a run to the NCAA championship?
Well, I don't want to put a lot of pressure on these guys, but the amazing thing about these kids, and I've noticed this, because I watched all of these kids. I watched because I'm affiliated with the NBA, NBPA Top 100, so I see all these kids. So when I saw them, the one thing that I know about them, these kids don't care about the bright lights. They just hoop. So the moment is not too big for them. Now, I say all that to say that, this team's just going to get better, and it's scary what they could become. I don't know if they will or not, but I do know this. These kids are not afraid of the moment, and they show up to play. And that's one thing we haven't had.
I'm sorry, go ahead,
and
brother.
That's one thing. No, I was just going to say that's one thing that Cal has not had as a group. He's had some individuals, but this is the whole group. They feel this way. They are not afraid. They're going to come, they're going to show up, and they're going to hoop. And you're going to have to beat them. They're not going to beat themselves a lot of times. You're going to have to beat them.
Again, let me ask you, one of those people on the staff of Calipari is your son. How did that come to be?
Well, the thing about it is, I have to credit Coach Cal and a good friend of mine, Dwayne Casey. I was looking for a place to put my son, and, Dwayne Casey said, why you don't give Cal a call? Call Coach Calipari, and he was so gracious to me and willing to help out my son. And my son wants to coach, and, he's got a very background of working with John Lucas and pro players. So I was really honored that Cal agreed to let him come up and be a part of his staff and learn from one of the best.
Speaking of John Lucas, what is your history with John Lucas? I don't want to tell your story as I know it. I'll let you tell your story.
Well, John Lucas is my mentor. John Lucas is the guy that helped me come out of the midst of my trials and tribulations with drugs and alcohol. And me and him been friends forever. And he's like a daddy to me sometimes and a mentor other times. But he's really been there for me and taught me a lot and helped me to be the person who I am today.
Mr. Minniefield, just I need you to hold tight for us for a little bit. We're going to pay some bills with a quick commercial break.
Mr. Minniefield.
That's what he said.
He's being disrespectful.
That's what he said. He's being disrespectful.
Hey, brother, he call you Mister. I call you Dirk.
That's what I can just call you Dirk.
Okay, well, we'll be right back on after this commercial break with Dirk Minniefield after we pay some bills.
That was all right.
That was good. I like that. That was good. Gotta get a little messy.
That's all right. I got y'all. That's all right. I got y'all.
Gotta get a little messy.
Did you have any questions?
Oh, I
Okay. When we come back, we'll go.
Yeah,
we'll go that way.
then I got one more.
but before I knew his son was
I see him saying that reminded me of my get together with Ray Charles. Ray Charles did me the same way. There ain't no damn Mr. Charles.
I was gonna ask him about, man, I don't care how coach change his coaching staff. I said, I don't know, this kid on the staff, I'm good. Stay up out of that one.
Stay up out of them?
Yeah.
When we come back, we'll throw it over to you.
See, that's what I'm gonna ask him about.
But the thing.
The coaching /
Oh, you have a rap? You got it? Okay. I'll chime in now.
What's a safe distance?
Reggie called you a fake fan because you was a UK basketball and Ohio State football fan.
That's fine. I've been there all my life. I've been there all my life, bro. I can't help it, Reggie. You foolish. And, you know what I'm saying? You choose to like a losing school, basketball, football, and everything in between.
Oh, Lord.
I know it.
No blood.
It's all good.
We are back on Beyond the Game on WLXU 93.9 FM with our special guest, UK and Lexington legend Dirk Minniefield, still on the phone with us.
You got it right.
I got it right this time. Okay,
That's right.
I apologize. You know what I'm saying? I don't want no smoke with Dirk. Dirk, we got a couple more questions. We ain't gonna hold you for too much longer, my man. I just have a question. Well, actually, I got two of them. One, who was the toughest matchup for you in college and in high school?
There's only one person who fits that bill.
Who's that?
Isaiah Thomas.
Okay.
So you played against Zeke in high school and in college?
Yeah.
Oh man, we got to hear about this matchup.
House.
Let's talk about the high school matchup first. How'd that one go?
Look, the first time I ran into him, right? We the first time we ever met, and we're playing in the McDonald's East-West game, right? You know, and Leonard Hamilton was assistant coach at Kentucky. He had signed with Indiana. I had signed with Kentucky. And he kept saying, you know, got this kid out of Westinghouse. You know, he's really good, Dirk. I'm like, man, shit, what are you talking about, man? I'm the best.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? So, you know, we lock horns, right? So, you know, me, y'all know how I was. I'm a pit bull, you know. I'm right up on him, you know. Okay, mano on mano. And then he hit me with a pop, pop, pop. Like, turned and looked. I said, oh, hold up, wait a minute. We got to do a retake on that. We got to do a retake on that. So I go to him, I tell him, I said, yo, you got me in there. You ain't going to get me no more, bro. You got to better put your hard hat on, because I know what's coming now. And after that, it was a battle every time. It was a battle, but, you know, he was so good. You know, all the stuff that you see Kyrie Irving do, Stephen Curry, all this ball handling, that dude was doing that back then, 1979, man.
Hey,
and I mean,
Chicago product, baby.
Well, Dirk here back with you. We can't let you get away from us without first talking about your experience with Jock Sutherland. As you know, Jock has passed away. May he rest in peace. But tell us about your times with Jock and what he meant to you and how he developed you. And what I really want to know is about that jailhouse junk defense. Tell us about all of that.
Well, first of all, you know, I met Jock when I was 15 years old. You know, Irvin Stewart took me to meet him. And Irvin Stewart told Jock that I got this kid who gonna get you your state championship. That's how I met him. And Jock looked at me and said, is that right? And I said, yeah, that's right, Coach. And ever since that day, you know, we was friends, and Jock was like a daddy to me. You know, I slept at his house. His wife fed me. Stayed with, you know, followed him around. I mean, the man was special. And he was the first coach that allowed me to be me. You know, y'all know how I was. I had cornrows in my hair. You know, I come up with floppy towels. You know what I'm saying? I'm straight up out the hood, you know. And my coach would he didn't tell me I couldn't do it. He just said, be you. You know, don't get in no trouble. I'm
Proud Town brother, am I right?
Oh, wow, Proud
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Are you from Proud Town? Okay.
No, Proud Town, South End, bro, it's all day long. They know what it is.
Said, call it right.
Yeah, I was small, bro. You know what it is. You come over here, you get what you want. And so, look, I'm going to tell you a quick story about Jock. We're in the state tournament. We're losing to Caverna. Caverna got a school the size is 800 students in Caverna. And they all little black kids. His team is small. They all can handle the ball. They play like these teams play today. That's back in 1979. We lose. Jock calls timeout. He's frustrated. He said, well, what we going to do? He said, look, this is what I want y'all to do. Y'all go out there and play like y'all at Douglas Park. And don't worry about nothing else. If y'all play like y'all play at Douglas Park, we win the game. So when we go out, I tell everybody, get the ball to me and get out of the way.
and we seen the results.
Yeah, you know, but he's a great man, you know. He's a great, great man, you know, that was a great coach, great friend, and I'm going to miss him a lot, you know. I'm going to miss him a whole lot.
See, Dirk, as you may or may not know, I was in the Army at that time, so I didn't get to see a lot of that stuff. Is that where that jailhouse junk defense come from?
Well, yes. The jailhouse junk was a combination zone. So wherever the ball was at, the only rule we had was that somebody had to pressure the ball. And then we take away half of the court. So that's why we say we put you in jail. So once you dictate a side, we put you in jail because we lock up every pass. There's no passing because we take away everything. And that's why it was called a jailhouse jump. And you couldn't figure it out because wherever you put somebody, there was somebody, we just match up with you. And that was the only rule. The only rule was that somebody had to pressure the ball at all times.
And the last question for me is our time in the USBL together. You mentioned that's how you met John Lucas. You and John Lucas left the Miami Tropics to go to the Houston Rockets as a head coach and left you the ball club to run as you saw fit. Tell us about that.
Well, man, look here, man. When we was in the USBL, man, that was a great time for me because that was my first chance to really get to coach and run an organization. You know what I'm saying? I mean, when John left and he turned it over to me, I mean, you know, I won 17 games in a row, and I lost.
Hold it now. One of those games was against my team, the Atlanta Trojans. I'm not happy about that story.
Hey, but you got to remember, y'all came back and beat us in the semifinals and won the title.
Forgot about that part. Thanks for reminding me, brother.
Yeah, y'all won. Y'all beat us. Y'all had Dirk, Armstrong, and all that group.
Yes, we did.
You had Dirk on the team? Okay. All right. Okay.
It was some dudes in the USBL. You know, I had Chris Child.
Also had
Chris was on there too. Oh, you know, Chris legendary.
We also had your boy from LSU. What's his name from LSU? I can't call his name right this second.
Muhammad Rauf, Chris Jackson. Who? Stanley Johnson?
It ain't talking about Shaq.
No, I had Chris Washburn from North Carolina State was my big, along with Chris Childs. But I mean, that team that he had, that Omar and them had, was really special. There's 5 guys off of that team went and played in the NBA.
My memory fails me. Who was the big guy that we had on the Atlanta Trojans that come out of LSU? And you played against him when you was at UK.
Oh God, what the?
Ice Reynolds?
Yeah, Jerry Ice Reynolds. Yeah, that's him. Ice Reynolds.
But you also had a guy by the name of Jones. Darnell Jones played with y'all from Duke that ended up playing in the league. Played with the Spurs. Played with the Lakers. I mean, y'all team was loaded. But I beat y'all like 3 times, but I couldn't beat you in the county.
Never forget that game when we had to take a road game to play in Memphis. We get to Memphis, the doors to the gym was locked. Come to find out they had taken the game off the schedule. We come back to Atlanta and took you guys on for 1 o'clock Sunday matinee, and y'all beat the pants off us.
Yeah, because we had been sitting there waiting on y'all.
And you told me then, you said, Wood, you couldn't beat me back in Lexington, and you can't beat me now.
Yeah, I mean, but you know, that was great times, man. That was, the CBA and the USBL, that's a great learning experience for a lot of guys, you know, because those guys that came out of, those are grinders. Those are career guys, you know, that been overseas and came back, and it gave them a chance to make it to the league, and a lot of them did. And that's the great thing about that time for me, is seeing those guys in the NBA. I mean, Dirk Armstrong's still working for the Dallas Mavericks as we speak.
I lost track of him.
All right, Dirk.
Yeah, he's with the Dallas Mavericks.
All right, Dirk.
Go ahead, man. I love y'all.
No, hold on, Dirk. Hold on, Dirk.
We got one last question before we get you out of here. We got one last question.
Actually got 2, but we'll leave it at 1.
We're going to get to the real good stuff, Dirk, because the stuff you talked about was great.
Yeah.
You know, but, you know, the people in Lexington, we've always had these different discussions about these Kentucky teams. So we're going to ask you.
Bring it on then.
We're going to put you on the spot. Now, here it is. Now, Dirk, you got to take you and your teams out of this, all right? You are not included.
Okay.
And none of your teams are included. So I need for you to tell me the greatest Kentucky team that has ever been assembled.
Ooh.
1992.
Oh, okay.
1992.
Okay. Is that Mashburn?
No, that is Dirk Anderson,
Travis
Antoine Walker.
Oh,
No, that's
about the
96.
96.
That's 95, 96. That's my team.
No, that's the greatest team ever.
100%.
Okay.
All right. I got a question for you.
I mean, the team that could have been the greatest team didn't win it. That's why they probably was the greatest team.
And let me guess, what team was that? Was that the Wall team?
I was with the Twins. And
We had the platoons. We had
the book.
Devin Booker, everybody.
You mean the
Carl Anthony Towns.
you talking about the platoon?
Yeah.
The team that got beat by Wisconsin.
Yeah,
That's
Chill.
by truck.
Oh, okay.
See,
that squad.
See, look, you got two people that's not UK fans talking.
No.
I just want to know that we on the same page. That team that got
Is
beat.
that the team you talking about? They got
100%.
beat
That's
by
what he's
Frank
talking
the
about.
Truck.
that went undefeated all year and then lost to Sam Decker and Comiskey?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
But look, I don't want to be disrespectful and call you mister, but it's just out of respect. But I do have a question. I need to end this debate. Coach Cal has been here since 2009. One of the biggest arguments that we have had, UK fans with other teams, is that Coach Cal is more of a recruiter than he is a coach. So I just need to know, in your humble opinion, what are your thoughts on that?
Well,
More of a coach or a recruiter?
Well, he's always, the thing about it over there, it's easy to be recruited at Kentucky. He ain't got to do no recruiting. He just got to want them. You know that. Come on. I mean, but to say he's not a coach, he can't be doing what he's done for so long and not be able to coach. Now, maybe somewhere along the line he might lose a little passion or something, but he's a great coach. I mean, you can't do what he do with the freshmen that he do it with in this day and time and have them play at the level that they play. Now, in the last 6 or 7 years, we just ain't had the quality to be at the top overall. But now you see when he gets the quality, what he does with it. And it's just, but to say he's just
Running out, so we got to
think
cut
it's
you
a
short, and I'm sorry about that, brother. But I got to ask you one last thing. Would you like to see the USB be resurrected? And if so, I'll be back on my bench with the Atlanta Trojans going against you and your boys in Miami.
Hey, I'm for it, man. Let's do it. I'm for it, bro. I think it needs to be resurrected. I think because now you got so many guys playing, it's just another avenue.
One time during the draft,
I think we lost him. I think he's on the.
Yeah, we think we lost.
Yeah, we think he lost. He was on the Amtrak. I
we
think.
Appreciate that.
But Dirk, if you're still able to tune in or listen right now, we do appreciate you giving us 30 minutes of your time to call in. Hopefully, we can get you to call in again and go over some old UK stories about the times you lost to UNC. But anyways, we get ready to take a quick commercial break here on Beyond the Game on WLXU 93.9 FM. When we come back, we got one of Bryan Station's finest in the building to talk about their run to the state championship. Keelan Adams, a.k.a. KP, in the building when we come back on 93.9 FM.
My cousin played at BS. Damani Dawson?
Oh, I know Damani.
Yeah, okay. Oh, yeah.
Hey, wasn't he at the thing on Thursday? No, he was there last year.
Yeah, his cousin married my mother's brother. That's how we're related.
It's George Adams' grandfather.
George Adams. So we are really family. Actually, we're family for real. Because George married my cousin.
That's my mom.
That's your mom. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Hold on. Don't you? Still get out of your pocket.
You are.
Feel like Malcolm X. Get out of my pocket.
Man, appreciate that, Mr. Austin. Appreciate that.
I like that.
I got to tell you a story about George when he was with the Giants and come to Atlanta.
Oh, cool.
I was doing radio in Atlanta, and I was at the game. He come out through the tunnel, halfway dressed, had a bunch of honeys hanging on him.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
And he saw me. He's like, got a bunch of eyes got that big. He said, "Hey man, what you here?" I said, "I'm working here." He didn't know I had to move to Atlanta.
Yeah.
And I said, "How's the family?" And he got nervous like a tick.
The apple don't fall far from the tree.
He said, "Everybody's okay." I said, "Good." I said, "Mama okay?"
Yeah.
And the more questions I asked, the more nervous he got. I said, "Brother okay?" Because he got busted.
Hey, Mr. Austin, let him get right there. So
Yeah, let me
get Mr. KP on here.
You gonna sit down, bro?
We ain't worried about Pete.
Coach,
What are you talking about, Pete?
I want to see what he's gonna do.
You want to see what he gonna do?
That's his preparation.
Oh,
Is this your first time on the radio, KP?
You remember I used to tune in when I was younger.
So now we behind the mic. Welcome back to Beyond the Game on WLXU 93.9 FM. We were talking to Mr. Dirk Minniefield, even though he didn't want me to call him Mr., but I call him Mr. anyway.
Disrespect, man.
But anyways, now we have in the building one of Bryan Station's finest, Keelan Adams, a.k.a. KP, along with his pop standing behind him,
Yes,
Mr.
sir.
DeAndre Pierre Adams. Y'all calling your whole government name out here today.
Yes,
Calling your whole government name. So we want to talk to KP about Bryan Station's magnificent run to the state championship game. So before we get down to all that, KP, how you feeling, man?
I'm feeling really good on this season. You know, we're going to state. We put in a lot of work. We've been putting in work ever since Coach Hawkins came in. We just keep working and hopefully we bring home the state.
Y'all will, man.
So we definitely
Don't talk to him. He's a Dunbar alum, man.
Oh, you Dunbar?
Yeah,
Hey, y'all represent for Lex, so man, I'm happy for y'all,
Now
man.
you reckon. Well, you know what, Ralph? I'm glad you said. At least you do that. You know what I'm saying?
happy for him,
Because there's a lot of people, and Charles, you can attest to this.
I can.
There's a lot of people that went for that other school on Winchester Road, and they never said not one word about Bryan Station.
Oh, man.
But now when you look on social media, all they see Bryan Station. Wait a minute. Where was all of that?
I mean, what are you trying to say, Q? Are you trying to say that that those guys on Winchester Road are now flipping?
From what I seen,
that ain't what you said.
From what I seen, there's a lot of people on the back of that bandwagon all of a sudden that I ain't seen there all season. I'm just saying, you know what I'm saying?
Well, you know what? We're gonna say that.
Save it for another day.
We're gonna say that for the high school show.
Yeah, we're gonna save it for another day.
Yes, sir.
That's the show y'all need. That's gonna be a 2-hour show.
So
That's gonna be deep.
So KP, you know, you guys started off the season kind of rough. What made the season turn around for you guys? Y'all started out 0-3 or something like that to start the season.
0-2.
0-2.
0-2 to start the season. What was the point where you guys turned it around for the rest of the season? And what point did you guys feel like, hey, we can make a run at the state?
Well, you know, we woke up on that first practice morning. We was like, we working to get state. That's everybody's goal. Like, it's actually a blessing to be playing in state this year, because a bunch of people, like as our coach says, nobody really gets this opportunity, and we're going to we're taking full advantage of it and just being humble.
I like
That's something your daddy don't know nothing about. Your daddy ain't got a humble bone in his body, boy. He ain't got a humble bone in his body.
Not one.
So I seen, you know, that you had what is a pick six against Ralph?
Pick 6 against Ryan.
Okay, pick 6. So tell me about what happened on that pick 6. What made that play come about?
You know, so we was just in our coverages.
What coverage was y'all in?
I can't say all that.
Okay.
But, we was in our coverage, and
You think they don't know what coverage you in?
He said he just don't want to disclose that
Do
information.
you think that teams don't know what coverage you in?
They
don't.
They got film on.
we got Coach JT over there. You know, Coach JT be getting us right.
Okay.
Coach JT be getting us right.
Okay.
But so that pick, that was probably one of the happiest. Well, it's definitely one of the greatest moments I've had this season. That was probably one of the best games I've ever played. I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. If I play good, that's because I showed up in cowboy boots.
Is that what it is? So we wearing cowboy boots Saturday?
I'm wearing cowboy boots Saturday.
You showed up in what?
Cowboy boots.
Cowboy
Yes, sir. I want a pair myself, legend.
What?
I want a pair.
He's his own man.
Nah.
What's wrong with cowboy boots?
You got a pair?
I want a
I
pair.
want a pair, bro. I'm being
I
serious.
want a
I
pair.
don't know, I want some ostrich.
Nah,
You want some ostrich?
I want some cowboy boots, man.
So would you say that game against Rao was your best game so far in your young season?
Yes, sir. I think so.
Oh, you call me yes, sir. Boy, ain't that old?
Hey, my bad.
I'm younger than your daddy.
Nah, you getting up there.
Don't do that.
Come on.
Well, my dad claims he's 22.
See what I'm saying? And I'm younger than your daddy. See what I'm saying?
Oh, no.
So talk to me about this game against Ballard, man, in that matchup. How did that go for you guys?
So I don't know. Well, most people know in that first half we was down 11 points, and at halftime we all came together. We came as a group, and we just talked it over, and we was like, we gotta go, we gotta get it going so we can get to state. And then we all everybody took leadership, and everybody played their part, and we ended up coming back and coming out with the win.
Yes, sir.
So go ahead,
So
legend.
let me ask you a question. So since you're a defensive player, you know who's the best defensive player on your team?
Everybody.
Who's the MVP?
MVP of the defense. Which position we talking about?
Oh no. The defense.
Just overall.
All 11. All 11.
All 11.
I want to see if you gonna man up. Come on,
I'm gonna have to go with between JT Haskins and Jason Hawker
Okay.
and Devon and Javon Frazier.
Okay. All right.
Gotta get my Frazier boys.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. Pete, what's it like, man, for you to go to station, now you coaching your son, then you see your son going to the state championship game? How's that feel for you? As a father first and then coach second?
Man, as a father, you know, I'm proud. I'm proud because not only with KP, I've coached probably 15 to 20 guys on that team before when they was coming up through the youth. You know, and just to watch their progress and watch them grow into the young men that they are now and have this opportunities that we talked about many years ago to bring home a state to the north side.
Come on.
And, you know, I'm just super proud. But this young man right here, and he never ceases to amaze me.
Did you cry?
No, sir.
As if I would have. I ain't gonna lie.
I was excited. I was excited. You know,
You gonna cry if they win state?
Yeah.
Nah, I'm just gonna.
I know.
He's gonna shed a tear. He's gonna shed a tear.
I'm gonna go give him a hug and tell him I love him like I do every game before the game and after the game.
Mm-hmm. He gonna cry, ain't he, KP? He's stunning. I know.
But we definitely.
So talk to me as a coach. When you see your son out there, how frustrating is it watching him? Do you be like, man, why did he do that? We just practiced on him. Or do you just let him be?
The whole game.
The whole game.
The whole game. He hears me. He looks at me. He glances at me, and the whole game he hears me. You know, just making small adjustments. But you know, for the most part, like I say, I'm the freshman coach and the JV coach, and shout out to Coach Hawkins and Coach JT Haskins for bringing me on and giving me this opportunity. You know, which is a great opportunity, especially to be alongside my son. But you know, I cheer the kids on. I cheer them on. You know, positive and motivation. That's
P
what
love the
it
kids,
is.
man.
Yeah,
P love the kids.
Always.
KP.
Just so y'all understand, this is Pick 'em Petey. You know, this ain't the same Petey.
The Duke fan.
BTG family. Once the season is over, I'll be back to pop my stuff.
Oh, Pete. Hey, we got a lot to catch you up on, bro. We got a lot to catch you up on. But before, I got another question for you, KP. Before we do that, we got a call on the line. Caller, what's your name?
Hey, this is Sean. What's going on, guys?
We got Sean Gurton on the line.
The Mr. Referee.
Yeah, I hope
the Mr. Referee.
I hope he ain't repping the game.
No, we petition for him not to rep this game.
No, he can't rep the game.
No, he can't. Even if we got to somehow take his keys, like we got to hide his keys somewhere. But anyways, we got Sean Gurton on the line. Sean, what's your question for Mr. KP?
Well, first of all, I'm not only a referee, I'm a proud Bryan Station ex-football player. So, you know, you got to put that on there. And I was at the Row game. I was at the Ballot game because I didn't have to work those nights. And I just want to say, man, how proud I was of y'all that second half of the Ballot game because y'all just kept fighting and fighting. And when things went against y'all just kept fighting. And, I mean, it was one of those games. And I told y'all Thursday morning when all those ex-players was there that, you know, you're going to have to bring it. And y'all brought it that second half. And like I told you that day, go finish. Go finish it and bring the title home.
Well, Sean, that was probably the most thought-provoking.
Hey, I remember you saying every single word.
Oh, man, that is nice.
Sean, I'm proud of you. This time you actually had something good to say.
My goodness.
As long as he's not talking about Philadelphia.
No.
Yeah, don't even bring it up. I'm sorry. I apologize.
We're not doing that. But, Sean, man, we appreciate you for calling in. And I already know who you're rooting for in the Ballot versus Bryan Station game, right?
Oh, yeah. This is you give me Trinity and Bryan Station? I'm like I said, I'm a proud Bryan Station alum. I won't be there because I have a basketball game, so I'm going to piss somebody off refereeing basketball. But I'm going to be there in spirit and go win it.
Yeah. You stay on the court. We don't need you. We don't need you for this game, man. We set this out. But, Sean, thank you. Appreciate you for calling in. Sean's one of the biggest Philadelphia Eagles fans. We'll talk Philadelphia.
The biggest.
No, he's not the biggest. He's just the loudest one. That's all it is. Sean, we appreciate you for calling in, my guy. Well, he's gone. I guess I pissed him off. But anyways, we're going to take a quick commercial. Oh, no, we ain't going to take commercial break. My bad. I apologize. So a couple more questions I want to ask you, KP, then I'm going to get your pops in here and talk to him a little bit. Who do you say you model your game after?
Like we talking about like on my team, or we talking about like NFL?
Just in general, NFL, college,
NFL,
whoever. Yeah.
I'm not even gonna lie to you. He's my uncle's teammate, Bobby Wagner.
Okay.
That's why I picked 54. I mean, I got a ride. I've watched him. I've watched him play in person. I've watched him play on like video games. On film, I've watched his film. His handwork is incredible. and that's all I'm trying. I'm trying to get like him one. Well, I'm gonna be better than him.
Hey, speaking to existence.
You gotta be better than everybody.
Speaking to existence, then. Speaking to existence.
That's who I look up to.
Bobby Wagner. That's who it is. But we got another caller on the line. Caller, what's your name, man?
It's Reginald Brown, man.
So we got Reginald Brown, and for those who don't know, Reggie is going for Ballard this weekend.
Oh, no.
Trinity. Is he going for Trinity?
Trinity.
Oh, my bad. Oh.
Come on, man. I'm going for the Shamrocks because, you know, it's a couple players on that team that they played with my little cousin when they played for the Louisville Chargers. You know, the quarterback Zane, and my little cousin, he's playing. He plays for Christian Academy, so y'all don't see me up there, man. I'm gonna be up there for the games, man.
Pete and KP, y'all look like y'all hit. KP, I'm gonna leave you out of this. Yeah. I don't want you to put no bulletin board material out there. I'm gonna throw this over to the Pops, man. Pops, you got something to say? Because you know he's down at Bryan Station and your son right now. He said they got your son on lock. That's what I just heard. Hey. That's what I Pete. Hold on, Reggie. Hold on, Reggie.
Hey, first of all,
hold on, Reggie. I've known Pete almost all my life. I ain't never heard this dude be quiet all of a sudden. Now he don't want to say nothing.
I got plenty to say. I'm just going to refrain from saying what I got to say. You know, that's all it is.
Hold on.
Go ahead, Reggie.
I do want to say shout out to Bryan Station because all I heard was Douglas this, Douglas that, Douglas this, Douglas that. That's all I heard. So you know, shout out to them for making it and finish in second place.
I mean, are you saying that you are ecstatic that Douglas didn't make it?
That's what I heard.
Is that what you're saying?
Oh, I'm ecstatic. Yes.
Well, make sure that you tune in for the 2-hour show when we do the high school show.
We're
definitely gonna want your opinions and your feedback on some of the topics that we're going to talk about when it comes down to high school sports.
Man.
Oh, hey, man. Hey, whenever y'all want me on here, I will be there. Ralph, I'm going to let you slide today because we got a young man in the building.
I'm here. Hey, we can talk. We can talk after this. You need my number.
Hey, I ain't going to call you Ralph no more. Your name is Raphael now to me. When I call in, I need to speak to Raphael. That's what I'm going to call you.
Hey, that's fine. I've been called worse, bro. I've been called worse, bro. It's all good.
So, Reggie, before we get you out of here, man, give me a score.
Man, I'm gonna say Trinity. Now, here's what I'm saying. Okay, I'm gonna say this. You can't. Y'all not gonna be able to turn the ball over like I did against Ballard and expect to beat Trinity. So I'll say Trinity by 7. Trinity by 7.
Did y'all turn the ball over? KP said they ain't turned the ball over.
No.
Y'all had one. Yeah, he said, "Oh, my bad. You was right, Reggie. They said they had one turnover. Yeah, it was a pick."
Yeah, but you know, it's Trinity has a freshman quarterback, so he's been starting off season, so he's grown into himself. But I just see Trinity winning by 7. I'm gonna say Trinity by 7.
Hey, Reggie, I ain't gonna say nothing, but
I'll tell you this: if Trinity does not win by 7, I will cash out that young man $50.
How much?
Give me cash out. Go ahead, give me cash out.
I'm gonna cash out that man. I'm gonna get it from you, Q. You get his cash out. You get it to me. If Trinity don't win, if Bryan Station pulls off the upset, I got 50 for the young man.
Well, no, we're gonna do that cash on the table. We don't want no traceability.
We'll just call it a Christmas gift. We'll call it a Christmas gift.
Yeah, Christmas gift. That's what it's gonna be. Yeah, Christmas gift.
Hey, Reggie, before I get you out of here, when you said your quarterback was a freshman, KP lit up. His eyes got big. He started smiling a little bit.
We said barbecue chicken.
That's what I just heard.
Let me tell y'all something. The boy been playing with boys. And when I say boys, I mean black dudes since he was little. So, hey, whatever y'all about to bring, he didn't see. They didn't went down to Florida when they was the Louisville Chargers 12 and under team, and they ran the state. They ran it down there in Florida. So whatever y'all about to bring, he didn't see.
Shout out to Lex, man.
Turn up then.
Shout out to Lex, man.
I like this.
And tell Pete, I'm gonna see him too.
Hey, look, I ain't never seen Petey this quiet.
That's what I'm trying to say.
I ain't never seen Petey this quiet.
I respect it,
But
man.
you make sure you show up for the high school show too.
Hey, hold on. I think Christian Academy played the game before. I'll be there. I'll be there.
This guy, man.
Hey,
I will be there.
My goodness.
Make sure y'all tune into the show, Jahad Brown, right before the Trinity game.
I better stop that run.
as Pete
You heard
talking
what
to
he
you,
said?
as Pete talking to you,
And that Cal versus Bell, was it?
I don't know
Who the Cal plays?
who
I don't know who Cal play.
Bell County.
I think so.
Yeah. You know that Cal team's coached by a bunch of Louisville Cardinals. That's all I'm gonna say. They known winners.
I have never seen Louisville win anything.
Thank you, Pete. Thank you. Louisville was garbage.
Oh man, Reggie, we can't wait to hear you, man. We can't wait to have you back on here after this.
L's down, huh?
L's down all across the board. Reggie, we appreciate you for calling in, my
All
guy.
day long, L's down.
Oh my goodness.
Reggie on the phone. Hey, Keelan, man, no pressure though.
Hey,
Ain't no
we're
pressure.
gonna play
bro.
our game.
You can play
That's all
your
I gotta
game, bro.
say.
No pressure.
Play our
Y'all
game.
got this.
No pressure. What your daddy was talking about, he looks at you on the sideline or whatever the case may be. Does that get on your nerves? I know it probably would get on my nerves if my daddy's on the sideline and every time I do something wrong, he's looking at me saying, don't shut up.
Hey, so I'm not even gonna lie to you. My dad runs the end zone camera. So
Okay.
when we're going toward the end zone camera, I'm like every play, like I'm looking at him because he watches film with me.
Mm-hmm.
We all watch film together. He's telling me like how to adjust, and he's explaining to me the adjustments. And at halftime, you might catch me walking around with the iPad. I'm watching film.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just trying to see what I need to work on, where I need to be at that time.
So basically, you don't pay your daddy no mind.
No, I
It's okay. You can say
I respect him.
It's all right.
Hey, KP, this is a safe space.
I respect
This is a safe space.
You gotta go home, man. Don't do that to this young man.
So here's my question. So do you ever sit down with your Uncle Jamal and go through film and have conversation and talk football and get any feedback from him?
Hold on. For the people who are listening, tune in Facebook Live. When he says Uncle Jamal, he means Jamal Adams, the safety from Seattle Seahawks. Go ahead.
Big time.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I've never actually sat down and actually like talked football with him.
Really?
Like most of the time, like we're just talking, like we just like hanging out and chilling, like enjoying each other's company.
Okay. All right.
So KP, that's all the questions, man. We got for you tonight, man. Best of luck to you this
Man,
Saturday.
Truly best of luck, bro.
Got a Christmas gift coming to you. You pull this off, even though your daddy said y'all good on the NIL.
Under the table.
NIL deal.
I'll hold it for you though.
You hold the 50 for him.
You win it, I got it, man. Come see me when you graduate.
And boom, there it is. But KP, you got to do me one favor, man. If and when y'all pull this off Saturday,
Yes, sir.
you've got to get a recording of your daddy crying because I know he's going to cry.
It's
tears
going
come.
down. At least one
I
tear.
need
I'm not
it.
gonna lie to you. My friend, I got friends on the sideline that help us with our training and stuff, so I can always get their.
I need it.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
I need it.
Yes, sir.
We need that.
He's about to shed a tear back here now.
See, look,
Look at him. He's
KP, listen to me.
So
I
proud.
need that.
like
Let me tell
capital
you.
N,
When
E,
when we get back on the Pick'em show, that's gonna be the picture.
right there of your daddy crying.
Hey Q, I got a question though.
What's happening with you,
When
homie?
you played, what was your go-to pregame song?
Whatever your daddy had going on in the car. Whatever I really didn't have no go-to whether it was organization or unorganized. I mean, your daddy can tell you the stories. We would all pile in his BMW. We go to the Blue Course. We go to the Winburn Gym. We go to the Dunbar Center. So whatever your daddy had playing in the Yadis, which wasn't much because the thing stopped working after a while.
Well, hold on. Well, what's yours, KP? And please, whatever you say, do not tell me that it's that singing boy named
Drake.
All right.
What's on your hype playlist?
All right. So
What's the number one go-to song?
My number one-
And Drake just pulled up, by the way.
All right, so I'm not even. So my number, like, I have 3 favorite songs that I listen to before every game.
Mm-hmm.
I listen to California Breeze by Lil Baby.
Okay.
I listen to Lemon Pepper Freestyle by Drake.
Okay.
And then I'll go down. Hold on, I gotta get to it.
I knew Drake was in this.
And then I listen to God Did by DJ Khaled.
Can't go
God
wrong.
damn.
Can't go wrong with none of
Hey
them.
Pete, how many legacies y'all got on the team? I know y'all got y'all, and then JT and his sons.
JT has 2.
Yeah,
Jordan
2 sons.
And JT has
and then
his.
Queese has his.
And then Queese Johnson has Avery Johnson.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
He's on the team as well.
So it's 3 legacy. I thought it was 4.
Didn't Tanner Brown's dad play?
TB played. Yes, TB did play.
Okay, so four legacies playing on Bryan Station this upcoming season, man. We appreciate y'all for,
bro.
huh?
That's big, man.
It is.
I just want to see him bring it home.
City, man.
I want to see him bring it home, man.
Personally, I wish it was Bryan Station Frederick Douglass.
I
wanted it an all 859, all city thing.
respect that.
Everybody did.
Field type deal.
But one team didn't make it.
So, but we got Trinity on Saturday at 4:00, man. We just asked everybody to come out and support. Wear your green and gold. Come in there with your gold defenders, man, and
be loud.
support these young men.
Where can they pull up to support you guys as it how the UK players have the catwalk or whatever
It's at 1:30, I think.
on
On
Saturday. Yeah, Saturday
It's
1:30.
I think that's what time we get there. Okay. Or everybody starts tailgating at like 1:30.
Do you guys have I don't know, Pete might know this, you might not know this, a special tailgating area for Bryan Station and the UK parking lot? Do you know?
No, not before the game.
Okay.
We head over there. You said 1:30.
I think so. We'll head over.
The game kicks off at 4, and the kids they're gonna be in the locker room getting ready
As they should.
So, it's a business trip.
Yes, sir.
I was told his estimate 30,000 people supposed to be there.
Oh, wow,
No pressure
okay.
though.
Hey, that's one of the little crowds I'm gonna play in front of.
Oh, that's one of the smallest crowds you gonna play for.
One of the smaller ones.
Manifested, bro.
Say less, man. Say less. So you already know what it is with me. I'm rooting for y'all all the way. I don't know how B Legend. I ain't gonna ask you because you a Dunbar fan.
No, bro. I want him to win, bro.
Okay,
It
so
don't have nothing to do with Dunbar, man.
What's the question?
Dunbar's not there.
I'm rooting for Bryan Station to win. He got Bryan Station.
100%.
I know you. When you pick, I know it ain't got nothing to do with.
Yeah, I mean, by default, I'm gonna root for Bryan
100%,
Station.
bro.
All right, Bryan Station.
And it's the home team, so you know what I'm saying?
Well, it's just because certain fan bases they get upset when you don't.
Oh yeah, when you don't support them.
Yeah,
I mean,
when you don't
you
pick
actually made a pick.
Yeah.
It wasn't a pick
For them.
Y'all so
even though
messy,
you looked
bro.
at it from a football perspective,
Y'all
you made a
so
football pick.
You made a football
And
decision.
then you didn't pick them. And then they feel like
You disrespecting
You
me.
hating. That's what it is. You hating all because you didn't pick.
Because you made a football.
A football. Not emotional.
That's
not a
what
feeling.
That's what you say.
You made a logical. You looked at the rosters. You looked at the stats, and you said, "I'm going to go with this team."
Right.
And because you went with this team, you a hater.
Yeah, you're a hater because you made a football decision.
Because you made a football decision.
Right, I got it.
Yeah,
Okay.
there we go. I mean, we got to get messy in here every once in a while.
I can't wait to get
But anyways, KP, Coach Adams, we do appreciate you guys for
Thank y'all
stopping
for
by,
having
giving
me.
some of your
Good
time.
luck, man.
Good luck, best of
I
luck
might
to all
have to come
you.
back for the high school show too.
Oh no, you need to tune in for that.
Yeah, hey,
It's gonna get real.
Hey, look, KP, y'all win it. You and whoever else come
Y'all
back through.
more than welcome.
Come
Me
on
and
through.
Jason Hawker, I'm bringing my boy Hawk.
Bring Hawk in, bring
Him on
bring
in.
whoever you want.
Whatever you want.
Y'all can
do.
pop y'all ish. We'll give you a 15-minute
and
segment.
Make sure you bring the trophy with you.
Yes, sir.
Sit it right there.
Yes,
Sit it
sir.
right there for everybody can see it. But yeah, we appreciate y'all for tuning in. We're
Definitely,
ready to get
man.
up out of here. We appreciate everybody. We got another 5 minutes. Hold on. I got a question for you.
Who?
You. I got an NFL question for you.
okay.
And Pete, you more than welcome to jump in here too.
All right.
Because it's about Ralph's boy.
Who?
Dakota.
See?
MVP.
Oh,
y'all talking about MVP number
We got
4?
Dakota on Thursday night.
Daiquiri?
Yeah.
Daiquiri?
Yeah.
MVP, bro.
Yeah.
What?
MVP.
You hear that?
What's the question?
Does
What is the question? do I hear nonsense? Yes. But what is the question?
My question is, with the Cowboys, what y'all 13 and not 13 and
8 and 3.
8 and 3. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Does Dak receive unfair criticism for how he's been playing?
Well, he's gonna get. What do you mean? Hold on. What do you mean?
Because people
for how
say-
he's
because
been
everybody
playing good.
but everybody said, well, majority have Jalen Hurts as the MVP frontrunner.
Yeah,
But Dak's numbers are better than Jalen Hurts.
doesn't matter.
Why doesn't that matter?
He plays for Cowboys.
Is that what it is? Simple as
Is
that?
that all it is?
That's all it is.
Y'all got you.
He plays
I
for
got you. That's
Cowboys.
enough said.
I mean, I'm just saying. I mean, listen. You know, and I know.
I know.
This is Daiquiri Prescott.
I know.
And we also know.
I gotta
what
enjoy the ride.
Yeah, you better ride it. But you also know what the Cowboys do at playoff.
I know. An accident waiting to happen. I know.
It always
I
happens.
know.
There's nothing changes.
What about your boy A-Rod coming back?
You know what?
And that
It would be
fake
pointless
and that
if
fake
I don't-
Achilles.
first
How you
of
look
all-
like that? Yeah, you didn't know?
First of all,
He's cleared to practice.
Yeah, he's
First of
Uh-oh.
all, I think it's amazing.
It is.
You know, but From a football perspective, why?
I don't know. What we look it up?
They were 4-7.
4-7.
I don't see them having a real chance to make the playoffs. So
they have the third worst record in the AFC right now.
But I would like to see, because I just want to see.
Me too.
I don't think any of us have ever seen anybody come back from
not that quick.
I don't. I mean, Kobe and Clay took him over a year and a half to get back.
Different surgeries though.
Basketball
players are soft.
Yeah. Pete, don't do this.
What did he say?
He said basketball players are soft.
Took Kobe a year and a half.
We was having a great time. We was doing well. We was getting along.
It's about to go left, legend. It's about to go left, legend.
See what I'm saying?
Oh, well, I mean, you right. You know what? He's right, though.
Oh, my God.
Because you know what? You remember that infamous wheelchair game.
Come on, man.
Paul Pierce?
When we had the wheel. Wasn't it?
That was Paul Pierce.
Cramp game when your boy couldn't. He
you talking about the GOAT when he wasn't getting no help?
When
Miami?
No, he wasn't talking about Jordan. He was talking about
talking about the Spurs? They set him up.
Nah.
The Spurs set him up. Is that what you talking about?
No, you talking about Utah when they gave him the pizza?
Oh, no. Who?
Yeah.
Jordan and that fake pizza. Jordan and that fake pizza.
Game 6.
That's what I'm saying.
Game 6.
Jordan was just hungover. That's all that was, bro. It wasn't no fake pizza. You tell me how they go. Man, don't get me started.
So
on
wait,
this.
Don't start, Q.
So hold on. So let's
That
go
fake
back to
story.
this. So are you asking, is Dak gonna get the MVP? Is that your question?
No,
Would you even say he's considered an MVP candidate at this time?
Well, because of his numbers, yeah.
Okay.
But he's not gonna get it.
Season still. It's not over yet.
No.
It's not over yet.
He's not gonna
Dak
get it.
got 3 losses. He got 3 losses, right?
Yeah, he got 3.
Yeah, but consider MVP. He loses.
I'm saying you got to have a top 3. You want to put him in the top 3 as far as numbers?
Nah.
Jalen
Yeah,
Patrick.
he said Jalen
All
Hurts.
right, I'm glad you're back. So who would you put in that top 3?
Jalen Patrick and
top
somebody
three.
else.
Watch this
Top
nonsense. Watch
Watch it. Here it
Jalen
comes.
Hurts,
Uh-huh.
Tyreek Hill.
Jason Kelsey.
Mike is going to love you for that one.
Tyreek Hill needs to be.
Yeah, I
Tyreek
know.
Hill.
I'm with that.
I am
with
too.
that.
And McCaffrey.
I like
CMC.
that. I like that.
McCaffrey over Dak?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay. All right.
Who is he?
Nobody.
They disrespectful on here, man.
They are, man. They so disrespectful.
Why you got Dak for MVP?
Hell no.
It's just me by myself over here, man.
Well, you've taken the beat.
I know, man.
You've taken the
I
beat
know.
for the year. So now, since Dak is playing well, you need to get your flowers.
Absolutely.
However, it's gonna burn.
I know.
They won't last
Come
long.
down
I know.
The NFL is week to week.
That is true.
It's week to week.
That's true.
all these
He played great.
all those Cowboy fans that are tuning in right now on Facebook, and they over there. Oh yeah, we gonna win.
We got Patrick and Lamar right now. But go ahead.
Yeah. When it come down crashing and burning, I won't see them
Same
right
people.
there. I want to see the same energy.
Same energy. But we get ready to get on up out of here. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. Everybody who's watching via social media, thank you for tuning in and
Appreciate
sharing
y'all.
the show. We get ready to get on up out of here. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe to everything all across the board. Listen to the podcast on all major podcast streaming platforms. Good luck to Bryan Station and KP and
Shout out
Coach
to Mr.
Adams.
Minniefield.
We get ready to get on up out of here. As always, treat somebody how you want somebody to treat your mama. We up at this thing, y'all. Peace.
Peace.